Hey guys, this is MTP Flyers, and tonight's video we're actually going to cover 3 products from Spigen, 2 of which are revisits, and 1 is going to be an install. So real quick, we have the Glass TR Slim for my iPhone 5, going to give you guys an update on that, as well as the tempered glass screen protector for the iPad mini. Now this is the one that actually matches the outer bezel of your iPad, whether it's the black iPad mini or the white iPad mini. Now it actually has the color on the outside, so you really can't tell that you got a screen protector on there at all, to be completely honest with you. As well as we're going to do the Glass T installation for the iPad mini. So let's get into this. I just can't help it, 'cause I'm a slave to Alright, so first things first, let's cover the Glass TR Slim for the iPhone 5. This thing is a beast. It did exactly as advertised. Now, we installed this, we let it go for a little bit, it cleared up, and pretty much like every other Spigen product that you do an install on, if you do it correctly, it pretty much disappears. Now, I actually used this for a little bit, and as you guys know, I went over to the Windows 8X phone and gave this to my wife. Now, she is brutal when it comes to screen protectors and cases for her iPhone. Why? Because she just tosses it in her purse, and it's got keys in there, and everything under the sun that you guys know and people know. Women keep in their purses. It's everything. Everything under the sun. Now that we have a kid, it's even more. So this thing took a beating. And you know what? I think we've got one mark that showed up on there. Now, of course, down here at the bottom, we have the scratch, which is on the screen itself. But I can honestly say, and my wife can say, she's extremely impressed with this screen protector on here. Now, one of the things that people do ask me a lot of the times is, how does this work with a case on it? Well, unfortunately, even though it is the Slim, there are cases out there that are tighter fitting that do wrap around the front. And unfortunately, you can see if you put a case on there, and most screen protectors, it'll start bubbling up on the side. Same thing here. Now, I actually just tried a case recently, as yesterday, I believe, and it started pulling up a little bit. Now, I wanted to see how well this set on here as far as that went, but it still came up a little bit. Now, that case, which I'll be unmentioned because it was not a Spigen case, it was a tight-fitting case. And it did pull that up and didn't fit well. There are other cases out there that don't come up over, but still give you some lay-on-the-table protection. But I never worried about that with the screen protector. So, very, very nice screen protector. I was very happy with it. And you know what we got to do right now? We're actually going to take this off and just kind of show you guys how it worked out. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to go over to the table there and do that so I can get some better light and show you guys exactly what the deal is with that. All right, guys. So it always pains me to do this, but we do have to take it off, and I'll show you guys the best that I can, you know, other than the shots we showed earlier, what the screen protector looked like. So let's take it off and just kind of see if there's anything else that we missed as far as looking at the screen protector. Like I said, or I should say glassed screen protector. But let's take this off. See, this is just as easy, in my opinion, as taking off a regular screen protector, to be honest with you. So there it is, and you know, it being clear, the only spot we had, which in my opinion was the lone scratch, is right there. Of course, the scratch down here is actually on the lens itself, or the screen itself, as I mentioned to you guys earlier. But I can't see anything other than that little tiny scratch up there, and like I said, that's just insanity for something like this. And like I said, my wife does put these things through hell, and you know, this thing definitely stood up and passed the test, in my opinion. So bravo to Spigen on that. And there is one more thing that I noticed when I was using this, and I've contacted Spigen to ask them about it. I'm just putting this back on just because I think it's totally cool that it just went right back on like that with no problem, and pretty much is completely clear. When I use this, I use an app called Voxer, and I talked to my buddy Doug, Mr. Double D50, and using that app and talking, you actually hold down a button on the screen, and what you're doing obviously is talking, and you know, when you're done talking, you let go. Now, one of the things that I noticed with this, and again, I don't know if it's iOS or the screen protector, and I believe it's iOS because I tested it out with Doug on his other glass T that he got for his GS4. And when you tap it down for more than 10 seconds, it'll actually disengage or, stop working. So I'm going to do my best example here and try to test this out for you guys. So bear with me 1 second, we'll switch this up. Alright guys, so the best way I can do this is just to show you. I downloaded Voxer. I'll have to delete it off my wife's phone when we're done. And just kind of show you guys exactly how this works. Now, I don't know if Doug's going to reply or not because I believe he is out of the area. But I'm just going to go ahead and just start talking and we'll see if it does it here on camera. Yo, Doug, it's Mikey. I am just testing out Voxer on the iPhone 5 and showing everybody in the video how it stops recording after 10 seconds. So you see how it stopped after there, and I didn't let my finger go, so we'll do it again. Alright, Doug, I'm testing this out again, and I'm just going to keep on talking and show everybody that this is stopping at 10 seconds, and I can't keep talking, and for some reason, so you go ahead, and it stopped after that. So what we're going to do now is take off the screen shield, and like I said, this isn't happening on Doug's Galaxy S4, and he is using the Glass TR Slim on his. So we're going to try it one more time without it on. Alright, Doug, I've taken the screen protector off, or the Glass TR Slim off, and I'm going to keep talking and see if this actually stops working after 10 seconds. And see if it does the same thing. Now, right now we're at 13 seconds, and it's still going. So, it's losing connectivity. I don't know if it's the thickness of the screen protector, but we're up to 22 seconds now, guys, and it is working just fine. So, I don't know if it's the screen protector or Apple, well, the iPhone, I should say. But, if it's working on everyone else's device, then you got to point back to the iPhone, right? So, thanks a lot, Doug. Have fun camping. That's crazy. You guys are probably wondering what that is. So, there it is, with the exception of that one little issue. And, the only way I would see that being a problem is if you're playing a video game where you keep your thumbs on the device itself. But, other than that, you're usually moving it or taking it off. So, I don't know how much of an issue it will be. It is when I do talk, because I do tend to ramble on for more than 10 seconds when I'm talking to Doug on Voxer. So that is it for that, and let's go ahead and get on over to the iPad mini. Alright, so moving on to the iPad mini, the biggest test for this, in my opinion, which I did on purpose, I threw it in my backpack, and there is a pocket for it in there to slide it in that keeps it protected, but you got a case on it that you're using, and I'm testing out the iAudio right here, right now, and of course we got the screen protector. Just toss it in there, put everything else I have in there if I'm going away for the weekend, and wires, cables, chargers, everything I've thrown in there, and pretty much like, again, every other product, it stood up well. And actually, there is not a mark on this. The install on this went extremely well. I did have some frosting or not completely sitting down on the edge there. But guess what? Completely went away. And in fact, when you don't have a case on here, you can't really even tell that you have a screen protector on there. There's no clear lines here because it covers it completely with the black bezel around it. In fact, I don't even think anybody would know that the screen protector is on this, otherwise knowing picking it up or taking it off. But I was extremely impressed with this screen protector, and of course it always pains me that I have to take it off to put the other screen protector on, but we got to try it out and see exactly how it holds up. I'm pretty positive that it is going to hold up, and as per most of the comments in the video, they, want to see how it works and how it goes instead of just giving it away. So, as much as it pains me, I'm going to take this off over here and do it this way just to show you how easily it comes off. And, we have seen videos in the past where guys will use distilled water to clean this. So, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to try that. So, what we will do is, we'll do the install for the other screen protector, which we will do in a few seconds. I'm going to take this over with me, and I'm going to put this with the screen and protect it. And a few weeks down the road, we'll try it and see exactly how it works out. So let's go ahead and jump back over to the table, and we'll do the install for the other screen protector. Alright guys, so we kind of went over a little bit of what came with these screen protectors. Now this is the tempered glass screen protector that we have or had on the iPad mini. And here's the glass T, which is actually the completely clear. Now, of course, we did go over this, and I did show you guys everything that came in it. There's your screen protector. There is a microfiber, the installation card, an e-swab, and some buttons, which we will be using. I didn't put on there. So that is everything that is in that. So I think this is a little bit more difficult because you actually only have really the sides to line up and then the home button. So it's a little bit more difficult in my opinion than the one with the actual bezel around it, because you could actually line that up, and they had a hole cut out for the front-facing camera or video camera. So we're going to go ahead and just show you guys the install. I'm going to clean everything up. You've pretty much seen 100,000 installs, so we're going to go ahead and follow the instructions and install this. Alright, so I've messed around with it enough that I know that I've gotten pretty much all that I can. Now, again, don't let this fool you. These will start adhering and start falling into place, and I can tell you right now, this thing is going to look good. It feels good already as I run my finger across it with the microfiber, and it's just smooth as butter. And I'm definitely impressed with it. As always, with all Spigen products, they never let us down. And, you know, you definitely can't go wrong. Now, as I sit here and keep pushing these bubbles out, they will disappear. And I'd say probably about 1 to 2 days. More likely the two-day mark. And, you know, don't fear. Don't go too crazy trying to get them out. And, because they will eventually work themselves out. And in most cases, you will get a perfect install on it, and you probably won't even have this issue that I have most of the time. Now, I want to thank Spigen for sending these out for a review, and you can check them out on their website. And you know what? If they're less expensive, I know a lot of the times they offer free shipping. I'm not sure if they're still doing that or not, but I'll put their link down below for their website. And, of course, if you want to support my channel and allow me to buy more stuff for the channel, which is what I usually end up doing anyway, you can do that. I'll put the links down below, especially if it's less expensive on Amazon to buy it through there. I'll put that on there. But I do believe the tempered glass and the glass T, this one's the one that comes in white or black, and the glass T is this clear one that we use. I think they're $58 or $57.99 on their website for retail, and the Glass TR Slim, pardon my reach, for the iPhone 5, which is no longer on there, I believe that's $34. I'll put the information down below there. List everything right here for you guys. Back here, list, and you guys can check that out. But what I'll do is, if it's less expensive on Spigen's website and they offer free shipping, you know, you can't go wrong. Now, I've gone through all that with being Amazon Prime and all that good stuff. So, either way, the money all goes to Spigen. so they can, hopefully give us some more cool product. And if you do it through Amazon, obviously you're helping me out, so I greatly appreciate that. So as I continue to keep pushing this, and it's driving me mad, as it always does, I think it looks pretty darn good. It feels good, that coating that they have on there, the oleophobic coating. It's just top of the line. You just can't go wrong. So stick around for more, guys. I have a lot to come up. I've got other screen protectors to do for the iPhone 5, and we'll get into that. So again, Spigen, thank you guys very, very much for everything. You guys always step up. And as I'm closing up here, we'll go ahead and, we're going to throw the white jelly button on there. But it's not as deep as as we're used to with the iPhone 5. And I'm doing this, and what you really should be doing is the Larry Greenberg trick where you put a piece of tape over top of it and you drop it on there. But there she is. I know it's a little crooked, but I still think it looks good. I'll fix that after we're off camera. But the white with the black just looks badass. So guys, that is it for me. You all have a great night, and I will talk to you later. See ya!